Hey everybody, so this is our Paper Pumpkin alternative for June 28, 2019. Oh gosh. All right, so I'm going to read off the scoring as I show you on the paper. Taking one of the note cards and I'm going to score on the side that's printed. I've already done that in the film. I'm just going over it again to show you. You're going to start on one side and your first score will be at 3 3/4. 2 3/4, 1 7/8, and 3/4. See, I couldn't get it down there for you. So that's how that side is, and that will be on the longest side, which I believe is 4 inches. And then when you turn it on the 4.5 inches, 3.5 inches. Yeah, it's 4.5 by 3.5. So on your 3.5-inch side, the scoring is at 2 3/4 and 3/4 respectively. Then you're going to burnish, fold and burnish. And I cut an angle cut all of it, but you have to watch when you glue that together because it can be a little tricky to do a right angle like that. Okay, then I turn it and I score it again at well, here it's 3/4, and then you move it over and do 2 3/4 on the other side. Okay. Okay, let's fold and burnish. So sometimes when you do score and using the bone folder, I find I'm a little overzealous, so sometimes I go through the paper. But this is just a demonstration. I'm not worried about it because I know I'm going to be covering that piece up. Okay, you want to avoid, so you're going to cut at an angle. I cut along the long sides all the way down, and I cut an angle. Whatever works for you, that's what you should do. See right there, there's the center scoring for the note card. But if you're very careful not to fold on it, it's fine. Okay, now I'm going to do the other side. This box should hold a little treat. I don't have any treats in the house at the moment, so okay, there it is. Now that's going to be the top, and I'm just going to put a little glue. And now remember, you can't do a right angle on this because I have angles here. So what I try to do is just watch that I've kept the corners intact. You might find it easier if you just only put a triangle on one end. Okay. Now the back of the tabs I like to put on the bottom of the box that's going to be on the bottom there, not on the top of the box. And again, you have to be very careful that you're not going to do it at a right angle because you want the box to stay at a right angle. Okay, and I like to have it on the outside, so I'm just going to set it up and then put some glue on my tabs. Hold it only for a little bit. It doesn't take too long for it to dry. Okay. Yeah, see, that's where I went. I went a little much, so I'm just trying to push that back in. Okay, now we're going to test it. Open it up. See, isn't it a cute little box? Okay, so now what I like to do on these boxes, because they're so tiny and tight, is put an angle cut on the top, on the lid portion of the box. See, watch. So I'm going to go from the front towards that corner and just take a nib off of it. It just makes it a little easier to fold up. There we go. Nice little size. Here we go. Now we just have to decorate. So I am going to make a little treat box as a giftie for somebody to say thank you. And I'm using You Are Amazing from the Paper Pumpkin June 2019. And I'm doing it all the way over to the right. There we are. Very nice. And taking some of the vellum coral, I'm deciding how I want to decorate the tag. Now a portion of the coral did kind of come off, so I just clipped it I just clipped the broken portion on. I'm taking the little seaweed leaves and just putting some glue on it, and I don't want too much because I don't want it all sticky. So I'm being very careful how much I'm putting on the leaves, and then that will go on the box. I've already measured where I'm going to put it. I know I'm a bit out of range here, but I will bring it in. I'll notice that in a second or two. So the box is closed, and I'm laying the seaweed right across. Gives it it gives it a three-dimensional look by doing that. Again, I apologize for being out of frame here. Now I'm going to put another piece on the box, just getting some of the leaves with little glue on it. You have to be careful with the Tombow glue. Too much is too much. A little goes a long way. And just dabbing it. Tombow glue, if you did not know, if you let it dry, it's like a Post-it note. Whatever you put it on, it stays sticky. There we go. All right. I'm trying to see how I want to do this. So I'm going to put some of the Tombow glue onto the silver dollar, which is glittered. And then I'm going to put the coral vellum behind it. And then attach it to my tag. And all of that will get attached to the box itself. I was trying to see if I had any three-dimensionals. I think I would have liked to put on dimensionals on this, But since they weren't anywhere near my workspace, I decided just to go with what I had. So we're attaching the tag to the top of the box. And you can see I used the seaweed to cover the spot that I was a little firm with. And I'm going to attach the starfish to the front of the box so that no matter where you're looking, if the box is on a desk and you're looking at it from above, you see the three-dimensional stuff, and from the front you can see. So it sort of stays. And what I didn't bring out, or I didn't show you, but will be in the final pictures, is I took a palm tree and put a palm tree in the back. If you do it just right, you can still open the box with the palm tree in the back. And just so you know, next month, July, we have a special paper pumpkin. We have coordinating papers, designer series papers from the catalog that go with the July paper pumpkin. So you might want to order and try it out, see if you like it. I'll have a special upload for that. See, isn't that cute? I think it's adorable. And then you can still open it. And you can order your paper pumpkin. If you don't have a demonstrator, you can always get in touch with me. I'd be happy to help you. There's a code you can use, a website you can go to for creativemix.stampinup.net. I'd be glad to help you. Thank you so much for being here. And stay tuned for my next video.